Hey guys, welcome back to the Yum Yay podcast.
Welcome back.
What an honor.
It's so cool. Thanks for clicking play, even if it was on accident. We have you. Funny and awesome episode coming where we take a little deep dive into a few ideologies that help us not only in the cafe, but in our personal lives. Before that, just so we all know.
Just us.
Just us. What does because I know. What does Yum Yay mean?
You definitely know. So if I were to ask you, you would know.
Yeah, no, I could answer if you asked me, but I'm
Don't worry, I got
asking
you.
you. Yeah.
I got you. Also, these mics,
Dude,
they're
going
phenomenal.
big, bro.
So we felt like we had real mics. We should probably address what the actual podcast is. We were waiting to get real mics until we clarified what we're even doing here. But Yum Yay Podcast is silly, as it might be. I feel like that represents kind of our cafe life and our real lives, you know, and the crossover. Yum is like the product we're serving. So I feel like Yum is like, hey, we're serving a product. We're being super intentional in creating hospitable coffee and tea experiences. But beyond that, the Yay is like, hey, how can we do this in a delightful way? How can we keep it fun? How can we bring in some deep conversation, meaningful topics, things like that? So that's the saying we have in our cafe is Yum Yay. A young girl wrote us a lovely note, which has kind of become our mantra. She was just writing how much she loved Wanda. She was like, signed Eliza Grace, Yum Yay. And I was like,
Yum Yay.
wow. We got to run with that. So Yum Yay Podcast.
Yum Yay Podcast.
Just talking about our ideology as a cafe, but also our community, our lives. Definitely revolving around coffee and the cafe, what we're learning. I feel like this is a test lab, like 115 Parton Drive North, Niceville, Florida. That's our location if you want to send us anything.
Yeah,
But yeah,
right.
Yum Yay Podcast.
Yum
We're
Yay
back.
Podcast.
Season 3, Wanda is a cult.
Wanda's a cult? All hail Wanda.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Wanda is
They
a
are saying
cult.
In the news.
Question mark.
Wanda is a cult.
Speaking of silly stuff, so much has gone on this past month.
August.
August recap.
Yeah, because you guys haven't seen us on screen. I mean, you might have seen us at the cafe, but you haven't seen us on screen or on Spotify since
Or YouTube.
When was our last episode?
Episode 2.
Episode 2, which
I think
was
we filmed it July 27th.
Yeah, it was after the Saturday event, right?
Yeah, it was
the
right
one
after.
we did with Sam.
Correct Mundo.
Right. So what have we done since then?
Dude, we've done so much.
August.
We went to Opelika, visited some friends
We did.
at a super cool cafe called Sidetracked. No,
Yes.
it's not just a drink.
Yeah. Opelika is such a nice, quick mini vacation.
It is.
We called it a field trip, but
And it felt like a field trip. We were all having
that's
fun.
right.
We were all
on
in
the
it.
school bus.
If you didn't see the Instagram post, we had a big old bus. Like, it was cool.
Ford Transit.
Shout out Enterprise.
Yeah, we love Enterprise. That's one of the sponsors we're working on right now is Enterprise.
Yeah, honestly.
We have
Come on now.
sponsors.
Hey, Xander Huff's calling. Should I put him on the podcast?
Yeah, you should. No.
That would be funny.
Should we?
Yeah, should. Yeah.
I feel like we
Alright.
did.
This is
All
our
right,
first.
we're taking our first caller.
This is our first live caller right now. Xander Huff, you're on the podcast.
Hi, yeah, I was calling to see. I was looking for a new drink that Wanda Coffee has that I saw advertised, and I was calling to see if I could speak with the owner.
Yeah, he's on.
Hi, yeah. Real quick, I noticed that you guys were serving a new type of coffee that was from homegrown in Niceville, Florida. Is that true?
Yeah, it's actually out back of our cafe.
Wow. Okay, so it's grown through concrete. That's
Hey, Xander, what do you want to say to the podcast?
what do I want to say to the podcast? What's up, Niceville? I miss y'all, and go Birds.
Okay, thanks.
Xander, thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get back.
Ciao.
We'll
Go
get back to you
Gators.
soon. Proud owner of the Cha Cha Slide right there. So we're back.
We back. I feel like we did a ton of stuff outside the cafe, of course, but we did two pretty cool things inside the cafe. We did 2 pop-ups on 2 different Saturdays.
That's right.
The first of which was a little peaches and cream pop-up.
Yep.
We got inspired from Sidetrack because they had a cool peaches and cream drink.
Classic us.
Classic us. And instead of like being like, hey guys, go drive 3.5 hours and go get this drink, we were like, we have it here.
Really, for me, it started, I was driving through Niceville, and I saw a stand on the side that was selling peaches, but their marketing was insane because they were putting out like fresh peach signs for like 5 miles. I was like, the setup for that, you guys deserve my money. So I bought some peaches, and I was like, well, I guess we have to use these now. Cue peaches and cream drink.
Peaches and cream.
Little cold brew concentrate, some half and half, shaken up. Honestly, forget all that. The only important part was a creme brulee with brown sugar, fresh peach on top of the drink.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that's all anyone wanted. So yeah, peaches and cream, did another pop-up. We made some money this month, you know, because we talk about hard numbers here. But really, it was our easily highest gross revenue.
Nice.
Yeah, we were raking.
That's gross.
We were raking in some dough.
We don't
Yeah.
do big things.
Already spent all that, but it was sick when it was in my regions account for like a few minutes.
That's what I'm talking about. We started like a little fake run club because none of us are really runners, and we can't be like we're
Okay.
runners because we're not.
That's crazy.
Yo, what was your pace yesterday?
Strava is not an accurate tracking device.
NRCRC, not Run Club, not sponsored Run Club either. Yeah, we all just meet up once a week and compare how fast we can run.
Also,
Like
last
12-year-old
Friday,
boys.
we were sprinting. We
Oh my
set
gosh.
up a 40-yard
It
dash.
wasn't just Friday. It was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah, Jonathan was racing everyone who came into the cafe.
I lost to only 2 people.
Yeah, that's probably a better word. He was losing to people who came into the cafe.
Only 2. Only
Yeah.
2. And one of them was this guy over here. This guy's fast.
I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about it. I
Better
clocked a
than me.
4.8, which, according to Google, is extremely impressive for, drumroll, a 13 to 14-year-old boy.
You're so impressive. Speaking of activities, I moved
Oh, shoot.
into Niceville.
Into Tony's room.
Into Tony's room. We have bunk beds. You can't say that's not true.
Yeah,
But we all now live on the same street,
we do.
and we're having a little house reheating party tomorrow.
Let's go.
So that's gonna be super fun. No
Yeah.
one's gonna be late to that at all.
I'm thinking about moving in.
You should.
Just kind of feel left out. Kind of sick, though. We all live on the same street.
Yeah.
Powell Drive, Niceville, Florida. Well, we got 725.
Yeah. 725 and
725.
707.
Come on.
Yes, baby.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come find us.
What's your social security number again?
426-817-3337.
We're bleeping that out.
But yeah, so August was a good month. We're back. Due diligent.
Due diligent. It was a really good month.
I think August has been. I don't know. I feel like it's been like a.
Cue the Taylor Swift song.
Which one?
August.
Oh no, August has been kind of one of those months. We kind of enjoyed like a little bit of ordinary, right? I mean, I know there was some stuff that
Yeah.
happened,
Mhm.
but to me, I feel like I had to push through, enjoy like kind of being home, because like the past two Saturdays, I think I was home, and we were used to like having so much going on, and so I don't know, it was kind of nice, bittersweet, I guess.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Made me tear up over here.
Sorry about it. Yeah.
I mean,
Glad
I
you
feel like
enjoyed
there was
it.
so much going on. Maybe it forced that. It's like
Yeah.
our bodies were like,
Yeah.
stop. You know?
Yeah,
Be
we kind
still.
of craved, simplicity.
Good segue into today's episode, right?
Yeah.
Less is more.
Less is more.
Less is more.
Parker.
Less is more. Well, I mean, what we were yapping the other day, like, hey, the people are craving a podcast, so
I want it so bad.
literally we have to brainstorm on behalf of them. First thing that popped into my mind was like, okay, if I had to talk about one of our like heftiest DNA strands to the cafe, even my mind, my life, but definitely plays out in our space and our community. is less is more, which is a super simple statement. I feel like, I don't know, you see that in different places, whether it's restaurants or, I don't know, we talk about churches a lot as well. You see less is more, and I don't know, everywhere.
Well, I feel like the
Honestly, you see it when it's well done. I think the concept of less is more is you see something that's well done and you're like, oh, why is that? And the whole concept of less is more for us is like we want to do something really well. But I feel like you don't. I mean, I would kind of go against that and you say you really don't see that everywhere.
Fair.
I think a lot of people are going with just do it as easy as possible. Because I mean, was this easy for you? I mean, you took a whole year to work by yourself. I think that goes to show that less is more, and also not many people would have done that. A lot of people would open up a coffee shop and immediately hire like 6 people and then not be there. But what, there's like
that one's so
there's
sick.
3 of us now.
Yeah.
Imagine double this.
We've tripled. There's 4 of us
There's
total.
4 of us
There
now.
is 4
yeah,
of us.
Sneak peek.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say that.
New cult member.
New culture member.
So yeah, I mean, I would say you really don't see that much. You don't see that concept everywhere, and I think that's what I think makes this place a little bit more special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that does make sense. I guess also back to where I really did see it everywhere. Maybe that's where my brain's at. Is like, okay, there was a season in my life where it did feel cliche, and that's because it was played out, and that was over in Australia. So that's
Outback,
where,
mate.
Hi, there we are, mate. Now we transition to our Aussie listeners. So I was over there for 2 years, and where I learned coffee was at a little cafe. It was called Comma, like, you know, in a sentence.
I love this story.
We love sentence structure. But their slogan for the shop called Comma was a natural pause in the sentence of one's day, referring to like the beverage, the moments you share when you're drinking a coffee. And yeah, I was like, whoa, that in summation of what I would want to do with coffee is like to have it be, yes, a simple beverage and nerd out on extraction and all that. But if it could be like a space where someone comes and it's a natural pause in their day to like not just take it and run with it. They're not in a rush. Obviously, we don't have a drive-through, things like that. So like we have structured the concept of less is more to curate like what we're going after is for people to come, to pause, to have meaningful interaction with us selfishly, and hopefully with one another. So I kind of came from Australia with that concept of, man, I really did see it played out super well, even from their culture as a country. Like, very simple, cliche. It was laid back. But yeah, and then transitioning to opening this space was like, man, I want to do this for a long time. And I want to be involved, like you said. Like, I worked by myself, and I still want to be on bar. People are like, hey, do you want to roast? And I'm like, nope. Like, I want to be on bar. I want to be, like, have my hand in the mix with our customers, our guests. So yeah, transitioning that vision of less is more kind of just plays out. At least I try, and we try to make it have its infiltrate everything we do, whether that's brewing coffee or being nice to people. Yeah. So it came up though because we get asked, me specifically, like, hey, do you want to open up like a little bit early? We're trying to do like a men's group or a woman's group or a church thing or a cult thing.
Sure. Culture.
Which they are not trying to be offensive, and Tony likes to helps me remember that. But I get a little, I'm like, why you want me to work more? Why are you trying to make me work more? Yeah. But people's hearts are good, right? They love the space. Like, they want more of it. They want more hours. They want us in the weekends. Like, they want us to make food because they know it would be Top Chef. But it's like a good thing people want more of us, but we have to remind them. It's like, hey, we are structuring this business, these hours, this menu, the amount of syrups, etc., so that while we're here Monday through Friday, 7 to 4, like we can serve our guests, we can serve one another, we can serve our community in the best way possible. And we have to be adamant about like, these are our boundaries. Because it gets me a little irked whenever people are like, oh, we're doing you a favor. Like, you know, we would like bring in more guests. And I'm like, well, that means I have to make Tony wake up 30 minutes early. And he probably would. Great guy. But it's like, for the longevity, longevity of Tony's life at Wanda and for Wanda, no matter who's working here, it's like choosing the battles and like knowing our hours are so important to our health as a team. So it's 100%. Like, hey, people want more of us. That's awesome. But also it's like we've got a church group that pays us money to be here after hours on Wednesdays. And it's like, yo, shout out that church for understanding like currency equates to value. And it's like, you know, they're placing value on our time by giving us money for the space.
One of the things me and Parker talked about in this same sense of, you know, a heart open was it also allows us to, you know, prepare ourselves to better serve our guests. So sometimes taking less time to do that will overall make the guest experience lesser than desirable because we weren't able to take that intentional time to make sure we're prepared and set up. Yeah.
Dude, it can be so challenging because it's like I worked in restaurants a lot, and it's like I use this example with coffee shops. It's like no one comes into a coffee shop and is like, hey, do you guys have fried catfish? But at the seafood house where I worked for a few years, you know, people come in, it's a seafood restaurant, and it's like, you know, they are asking generally within like the range of what a seafood restaurant might have. So it's like people are coming into a cafe. Dude, I just lost that thought. It's meant to die now. It's for real meant to die.
Wanda's going to start serving fried catfish.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's like this tension, whether you're going to a seafood house or you're going to a coffee shop, like as a guest, if it's us going into a space and, you know, in this situation, we are serving. So we have guests coming in. They're like, all right, I know I'm going to a cafe or a coffee shop. They start to formulate like this experience in their head based on the cafes, coffee shops, even maybe the bakeries they've been to. And they're starting to form like, all right, I think this is what I want. This is what I'm going to get based on my experiences. So you come in, and honestly, I'm growing and giving them more space to like realize, hey, this is not only not what you were expecting, but probably pretty extreme in the version of like, whoa, like they really don't have a lot of options and they don't have food. So it's taken me a while to like grow in grace for our guest.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for sure. And I feel like it's a hospitality struggle, especially third wave, you know, baristas is like, come on, bro. Like, you're going to get oat milk in your cortado for real? Like, come on. So I think I have needed to be better at that is like when people come in, understanding they're coming in with their predispositions, and that's okay. And logically, it makes sense. Like they have experiences. You know, they saw us on Google Maps. Shout out to them for taking the time, the gas money. Maybe Bridge told they're coming from Destin. Maybe they flew here. I don't know. So yeah, like understanding people come in with an expectation and realizing for us being aware and like conscious that, hey, not only is this experience probably different for them, but like very different because it is less is more, like trying to take people on that journey and that being the hard part, like being hospitable in that is like, hey, we designed this space selfishly for me. And I think you guys like it is like, we kind of just want to do like what we love. And that's how we started, obviously, is what I love. A very simple coffee experience, being nice to people. And we try and stay in those parameters. And if you could get on board with that by choosing one of these drinks, and we'll do our best to meet your needs and your expectations with the resources and tools we have and the ingredients we have. No catfish yet. So yeah, that's the hospitality tension is like,
Yeah.
we are a public service, so anyone can come in, right, with any expectation or desire. And we have to respectfully and kindly and humbly, which is hard for me, to like walk them through. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
This is what we do and what we love to do. Thank you for being here. We want to extrapolate your desires and meet them as best as we can with this simplistic approach, which sounds pretty wordy, but pretty much is just like, that's hospitality. And that's the hard part of it. It's like, I am here to serve you, and sometimes I'm not, and I need to remind myself of that in the moment. But overarching, I'm here to serve you, and trying to do that the best way we can with what we have in this space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
How
tough.
do you how do you think, obviously you use like our menu as an example for less. Why is less more in that situation?
Well, I love being at our register because if we're facing this way, I can point to the left and it's like our vision on the wall. And it's a one-liner I quote a lot. It's like, part of our vision statement says, less options, higher quality, and more time to focus on one another. So it's not like, hey, we're trying to be niche, simple, and trendy for the sake of like just cranking out excellent beverages.
Yeah.
It's actually of super high importance to do that, 100% effort and intent into our simplistic beverages. But if it stops at that, it's kind of a waste of our time and our guests, I feel like. So doing that, our simplistic menu and our layout and hours, hopefully, and should, if we're doing it right and we're healthy, lead to more time to focus on one another. So it's not simplistic for the sake of being simplistic, right? Or just copying Australia, but it's simplistic for the sake of carving out even more space in our cafe and in our lives, right? All of us work only a few days a week. Y'all work 4 days, I work 3.
Yeah.
We still get close to 40 hours. So it's like, how can we structure everything to be simple in order that the moments we have with people, even more time to have with them, and we can be even more intentional, because I'm not at home on Tuesday making 7 syrups. I'm only making 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything like trickles down into this vision of like more time to focus on one another, and all the decisions you guys have to make, I need to make. They have to like be sieved or filtered through all the vision. And that's one of my highest like filtration devices. Like, okay, is it less? Is it simple? Is it reproducible? Is it going to keep us healthy? Do we enjoy it?
Yeah.
Which is why pumpkin spice it's not on the menu.
Not yet.
Every day you guys ask, we kick it back a day. So
Yeah. Well, we're on the 16th.
yeah, I think it's going to be out in March.
Yeah. I will a little segue here. I feel like us doing less gives us more time to spend with the people that we love, which is a big part of what we try to do and what we aim for, especially in the cafe. But I think it just allows us to do more with our community, and it allows us to like serve them in a way that you won't always get at other places like restaurants or different cafes or bakeries, because sometimes there's just too much going on. I mean, I've worked in places where there's too much going on and you don't get to give that intentional approach to your community. So like with Wanda and our approach, we definitely get to take that time and not only improve our relationships with the people around us, but we get to create new ones consistently. A big challenge Parker laid on us, as well as himself, was to just start being better with getting to know people and their names, and getting more personable with them, which I feel like us sometimes doing less on like the coffee side, or like still not doing food, it does give us that time to connect with the guests and build our community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony handed out the names challenge. I was training today and I was like, hey, like we try and ask as little questions at the register as possible, which at face value, you're like, That's the antithesis of getting to know someone. Is no, I don't want to know your name. Actually, we're not there yet.
It's
You gotta pay me for that.
I put a note on there.
Yeah.
And we know who you are.
And we've been so good at that. We want people's first experience to be like simple. Like we don't want to overwhelm them. Hot or ice, whole milk, okay. For here, what's your name?
You hang out with us, bro?
How do you spell that? So,
Do you want to race?
yeah, do you want to race?
That is a question I asked a guest.
But Tony, you brought up the names thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel now we're at a good point to like, okay, let's revisit why names are important.
Yeah. Definitely just forces us to become closer and be more intentional.
Yeah.
I liked what you said
So
about how we justify not knowing people's names and what we do.
what did I say?
We're like, yo, we should totally know your name, but we don't. So I'm going to have a 30-minute conversation to
Yeah, no,
make up
so-
for it.
A better reason to know someone's name is like, hey, we can no longer spend a lot of time having a long conversation on shifts, but I can at least address you with your name when you walk in or when you're leaving, and I think that's like like, hey, I see you,
Yeah.
you know, moment. Like, I see you and I what is it? I hear you and I see you.
I see you, Jake Sully.
Yeah, so obviously everyone loves to be directed by their name.
Can I hit a
Be-
gospel reference real quick?
Yeah,
Please
let's
do.
go.
We were studying John 20. That was last night. And yeah, we're going there. It was pretty cool because I had never noticed this, but the resurrection of Jesus, Mary Magdalene's at the tomb, and you know, Peter and John were there first. They didn't see him in the tomb. They're like, yo, we believe he's resurrected. Mary's there. She's tripping. She's like, where's my boy at? Where's my Lord? And she sees this man. She's like, oh, he's the gardener, right? And he's like, what have you done with our Lord? And she doesn't recognize the resurrected Jesus. And they even have a dialogue, and this gardener, who is Jesus, says, Mary. And he calls her by name. And I had never seen that before, where like Mary's having a dialogue with this man, doesn't realize it's resurrected Jesus. But to the point, like, you know, a little bit of a stretch, but that point of, you know, there is like power in connection with someone's name. And I saw that last night in the Bible. I was like, yo, that is pretty deep. Like when Jesus said Mary's name, she was like, Rabboni, teacher, like just came alive. There was that intimacy.
Yeah.
Like you see that in the context there. And I guess that's at least where I feel like our business is headed, is like, yeah, we started with simplicity in names, but we're missing it if we don't come back full circle in the intimacy of knowing someone's, like, most intimate part about one of them is like someone's name.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, tangent.
Yeah,
Anyway.
last name's coming soon, bro.
Full names.
Yeah, so we're trying to know your names. So if we call you man or dude or bro,
Or gardener.
Or guy.
please bear with us.
Loading names.
We have a
We're
list.
doing our best. Why do you think community is important?
Oh, this is my favorite question. I think community is one of the most important things you can have in your life. And throughout your life, your community will change, whether it's a community at a church, friends, or at work. But, and a lot of people say this, is like the 5 people you spend the most time with are the 5 people you're most alike. So community is not just something that builds you. Community literally fosters growth, which I think is amazing, because if you're surrounding yourself with a good community, people who want to see you succeed, who really desire you to become a better person, then you will see yourself slowly but surely become a better person and continue to encourage your community to improve themselves. Which a good example, or like an external example, is running. People run faster when they run with people faster than themselves.
Oh.
Which I can say is true, because that's what I've been doing the past couple of weeks. And 7:30 pace yesterday, bro.
I mean, every time you say it, it gets like 5 seconds shorter. It's crazy,
No,
bro.
for real, for
You
real.
just shaving time.
Yeah, no, for real. You
This
can
guy-
you can edit on Strava.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Strava.
this guy figured out.
Oh
it
my
all
gosh,
stuff.
Strava Enterprise.
Oh, come on.
But I
now.
kind of hate Strava right now.
I love Strava
That
right
could
now.
change with
Dude,
a one-time
Strava-
donation.
Strava makes me
$10,000.
feel so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just that's like super cool because the people you're surrounding yourself with are the people who are gonna, affect you the most. So, community is, in my opinion, people-wise, the most important thing we have.
Yeah.
Right.
It feels kind of selfish, but we use the word a lot, like symbiotic. I think ultimately, so this is like rumors. Of course, it's only rumors that we're a cult because it's like, yo,
Who said that?
who said that? But it's like we are trying to be intentional with the relationships we enter into, because like the healthiest ones in a communal setting are symbiotic. Like you scratch my back, I scratch your back. So, it's weird in business, right? Because money starts to get involved,
Yeah.
which is like the weird thing of hospitality. It's like, yeah, we're doing it for the love, but then there's like money and you got to make systems. But really, it comes down to just being intentional. Money aside, whether you're having people over for dinner or you're taking their money for a product. But we talk about that a lot is community needs to be symbiotic, or at its healthiest, it is a symbiotic organism. I always like clip art in my brain of like, I don't know, a rhinoceros and like, a hippo in a muddy pond with like the little birds on
I
top
love
of
those.
them
Oh,
that
I
are just
love
like
those.
snacking on the little mold
so cool.
clusters on their back.
What is that fish that has that too?
The ones on the
Oh,
sharks.
yeah, like whale
Yeah.
shark with like
Yeah,
mini
yeah,
shark
yeah.
attached to
No,
it.
yeah,
Just
that's
like
like
sharkception. And then there's a small shark on the shark that's on the shark. And,
And
it's
an
like, oh
even
my gosh.
smaller shark on that shark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and it's a circle.
symbiosis.
Symbiosis.
Science lesson. But yeah, which makes me feel like the culty part is like, yo, I don't want to like set up boundaries. Like,
Yeah.
you need to do something for us to love you. But even back to the space rental, right? Like, we can't be renting. If I said yes to everyone who wants to have a Bible study, love that for you guys at our space, we would just be like 24/7 Bible study cafe.
Yeah.
But point being, this community, I scratch, you scratch, is we want, if it's going to be sustainable long term, we want there to be this like give and take beyond like, yeah, you're giving us money. The bare minimum is we give you a great product that we put our heart behind, and like we're all getting paid to be nice as well.
Yeah.
But for it to go beyond that and like really, which is the goal, is like, okay, community actually overflows beyond the transactions that we're having here. It needs to be symbiotic.
Yeah, it has to be.
I think even beyond like them giving us money, I think it's also about like how do we build a relationship with you that's more than just the money. It's like, yes, you are coming here because you enjoy the product, but how can we take it further than that? Like
Yeah.
almost in a selfish way, when we're here, we have to be the ones to formulate, to like almost ignite that sort of symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
Right? Like we have to be the ones to cultivate it. And then we later on we get to what was the word called?
Foster, plow.
Well,
Foster.
plow. There we go.
Wow,
well,
that's
we're-
My
the
favorite
word.
game is
We're
Tony charades.
cultivating-
I'm so good at it.
He is
We'd
probably
be
the best one.
unbeatable in charades.
No, so we get to sow it, then we get
Plow it.
to reap. There we go. That's the word I was looking
Nah,
for.
it's
Harvest.
Come on.
Reap.
Your plow.
Harvest.
This is plenty, y'all. Workers are few.
But I think
That was
we have to have that sort of mentality, that of fostering community. Obviously, we couldn't do it without you guys. We couldn't do it. I guess what I'm trying to say, it's like, it's both of us. It's you guys coming in here with that sort of mentality, but it's us also setting that example. So it's like at that point, you know, is it chicken or the egg type beat?
Oh,
Like which one is it? Which one
Which
came first?
The milk.
Jinx, you owe me dinner
oh wow.
Tomorrow night.
tonight.
Tomorrow night. I think the chicken.
Yeah. So what? Are we the chicken?
Can we
I think
And
can we be the butthole?
no, well, the well, right. So for my story growing up here, I guess like the community is the chicken if they birth me.
right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
But
then-
also
you
Wanda,
become the chicken.
Wanda is the chicken because
Oh my
she
gosh.
literally birthed me.
Oh
So
my.
the community is a chicken because like they fostered me, but the shop's named after my mom who physically birthed me. So it's like
Eggception.
everyone's a chicken, no eggs.
No eggs. I guess it's like, yeah, being born as a human. There's no eggs involved.
Also, what's up with the no more sign on the road?
Oh,
What happened to the A-frame?
What happened to the
okay. I
A-frame
went
sign?
to España. Yeah. España. I went to Spain and we had one of the best meals of my life. And preface to that meal was I could not find where the restaurant was, and I was a wee bit frustrated. But then I found the place. They had no signage. I was like, "Yo, people know where we are. It's sleek." I want that mic too. Give me that mic. People know where we are, which is a blessing. Shout out everyone and Instagram for free marketing, even though it destroys my brain. Whatever. Brain rot. So I was like, yo, people know where we are. Yeah, I don't get it.
Can we go Van for Vanderbilt right now? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm still
What?
talking into this.
I hope the camera's off. But yeah, I was like, yo, it would be sick if we were like that, where it's like, oh, I don't want to say it. IYK. That's over, right? No one says that anymore. Yeah, so we pulled some signage off because I'm really proud of our team and the space and our community for knowing where we are and like coming. We need some more seats up in this, John. So, which is a great problem. Yeah. But yeah, so a little less is more, right? Like we're cooking. I think the shop we're in a good spot. There's wood everywhere, so knock on it.
Tell the people why they can't find the Wi-Fi anywhere, and why they have to come ask us.
That's all you, bro.
All right, I'll tell it. Less is more. That's why.
We want you to come talk to us.
Talk to us.
Yes. Yeah. No. I think we always see this picture of someone looking around. They're looking everywhere. They would rather look everywhere before they ask us. They're like looking under the tables, looking under the.
We're just on bar, just
Yeah. It's like, hey, you're getting close. You're getting close. No, I mean just like one design. We don't have to put it up anywhere. It doesn't look tacky. Two, if you ask and you shall receive.
come on.
Yeah.
But it is interesting, that concept. In short, is like, right, I was like, oh, less is more is a concept. But at least in the US, is like, it's kind of not. And you can tell by the Wi-Fi look. Like, people will be looking for Wi-Fi. Because, like, I get it. You don't want to be distracted at your job. You want to just put the information up, let people find it. But we're trying to create little spots in the journey of Wanda Coffee for interaction. So not putting the Wi-Fi up is just a great way to further that dialogue between guest and barista. I kind of hate the word barista. That's like next topic, next week. It's kind of demeaning.
Is it?
I think it's just because of my dad, but
I
I think he's proud of me. And shout out Caleb Wise. Are we rapping?
We're rapping.
Yeah, community, less is more. It's not a cult. You just have to like. I mean, that's crazy. Who is that? Oh, Devon. Get him on here to say goodbye.
Yo.
What do you got to say?
Stay easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Real quick before we wrap up. Hey, we're still figuring it out. As you can see, this is the only mic that works right now because the other ones died. Also, we have an event coming up, right?
September 27th.
Let's go. September 27th coming up. Thank you guys for being here, taking your time.
But more importantly, in October.
Yes. What's happening in October? Oh.
No, what is happening in October? Is that confirmed? He's confirming it right now. We're having a Wanda Fall Festival.
Come on, guys. Fall Festival.
Everybody, Fall Festival.
Mini horse.
Hey, he said it. He said it.
We can bleep that if there's no mini horse. But on God, there's a mini horse.